a wife, and much, much more. With a busy life schedule, Connie has achieved many great things as a blogger in which she focuses in her family and other experiences. Welcome, Connie.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And I get very exhausted just looking at all the things that you do. But let's talk about blogging.
Yes.
How do you become a blogger?
For me, it kind of started as not an accident, but I had to learn or practice my technical writing skills. So I decided to start writing just to practice that, and it just kind of turned into I became a blogger.
So your degree had nothing to do with blogging?
No.
You were not a writer from elementary school?
No. I actually graduated with a degree in psychology. I was in the medical field for a very long time, and then I became a communications assistant for Harris County. So that's when the writing began.
And tell us about your blog itself. How did it begin? Has it changed since then?
Like I said, it started with Harris County. I was in the communications department. It was a simple, just different thoughts out of my head, anything that came to mind. And then I became pregnant with my son, and I started writing about my pregnancy, and I received a lot of responses, people that just really related to what I was feeling and what I was going through. And then 10 months later, I became pregnant again.
Oh.
So I created Mama of Dos because I was now going to have 2 children. And so it's evolved into a parenting and lifestyle blog. I write about a number of topics, anything from recipes or, local happenings, different events, just about anything.
And how do you start building your followers? Because this is something very new to a lot of people. We all know about blogs. We know they exist, but we don't know the blogger. How do you get people to follow you or read you?
Initially, it started with just family and friends. I would share it via email. I would email them my link and say, I wrote this, would love for you to read it, and then receive feedback. Then, of course, Facebook and Twitter just kind of expanded. I started sharing my link and, on my personal page. I then created a fan page and would just invite different people to read my blog through all these different social media platforms. And it just really expanded, word of mouth. Everybody who reads it would share it. And now I'm in different groups, different blogger groups on like Facebook. And you share your link and, more people will come to it that way.
And I know that because of blogging, you've been invited to speak and do presentations. Tell us about those.
It's very fun. It's very new to me. I didn't really consider myself a social media expert, but once you start working in it every day, because it is a job, you learn it and you get to know all the different tips that work for you. So it's very easy to help and share them.
And I can see pictures now, and you interview famous people now.
Yes, where I met Violin for an event for the World Cup last year.
And he's one very popular DJ all over the country in the Spanish world. And this is your family?
Yes, this is my husband and my 2 kids when my husband graduated from U of H.
Oh, great. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That was a while back, though, right?
Yes, about 2 years ago.
All right, very good. And so this speaking engagement, so you're an expert now in social media, or at least considered one, right? By others?
Right.
How beneficial is it for you and for your blog? Does it help you grow it?
Definitely, because you get a bigger exposure. You get to meet a lot of new different people, just networking. I go to the events and I hand out my card to everybody that I can, especially if I see a mom who has children, because I know we can relate.
And here is the moms will know him. This is Ryan Cushing from the Texans and You.
Yes, that was one of my campaigns that I did back in December, I think, with the Texans.
Great. So, and this is a couple of very well-known Spanish singers as well. So you get invited to do all this fun stuff, but you also give back to the community. Your work gets recognized, as we can see in this picture. And then you also get to give back to the community by not only informing and sharing recipes, but sharing how to start a blog or how to help others that want to make it bigger, correct?
Right. Yes. I go to different events, and when I'm at the events, people will ask me, well, how did you start? So then I'll explain and give them tips and hand them my card.
And let's just talk about the fact that you're not a full-time blogger as far as time-wise per day, but because you have your blog, but you have a job.
Right.
A full-time job.
Yes, I work Monday through Friday, 8 to 5.
How do you balance your family, your job, the blog?
It's a lot of work. Of course, my schedule is very hectic. It's a lot of support from my husband. My children are extremely patient. They know that if I'm sitting in front of the computer, oh, Mama's doing work. So, they give me my space, but it's definitely hectic. Some some days I don't go to sleep until maybe 2, 3
I
in the
see here
morning.
in my notes, so you've also been featured in several parenting and lifestyle websites.
Right.
How does that make you feel to be actually recognized when you yourself said that you didn't consider yourself a writer at all?
Right. It's great. It's a very good feeling because you feel like you're achieving something. You know, my blog is reaching other people, and it just really means a lot. Definitely.
What are your future plans? What would you like to accomplish?
Right now, I actually started a new blog. It's called Latina Mama in Houston, and I want to reach out more to the community and build Latinas, not just as bloggers, but as anything that they want to do. Provide resources and just information that'll help them create anything that they want to be.
And you also are heading one of the Latina blogger groups so that
Correct.
you can share your work with the world.
Right. We have Houston Latina bloggers.
Okay, very good. That's a lot of work going on. But anyways, let's share your current blog,
Okay.
and then from there, I'm sure they can find out about
Yes.
the rest of the stuff.
Yes,
All right,
definitely.
so it's Mama of Dos,
Yes.
blogspot.com,
Yes.
and that's where you can read all about her,
Yes.
and of course the upcoming things. I'm sure they can find your Facebook and all the other
Yes,
social media
all
stuff.
of my social media is on there.
Great. Any quick advice that you can give anybody that's thinking, maybe I should blog?
Just do it. Just do it. You just never know who is going to read or who you're going to reach. You definitely just have to take that leap.
Don't go away. We'll be right back with more Houston on the Move.